if God exists and wants to come to know everybody, why he chose to imbue the world with so much suffering that is at least seemingly completely inexplicable.
Are you a father?
No.
I'm a father. I want my son to become better than I am. Is it possible for him to reach his potential without suffering in his life?
Perhaps not, but there's
Okay, suffering is necessary.
There are a few things I want to say
Okay.
here. Firstly, that kind of moral development doesn't apply to non-human animals, as I've already said, right? That does not account
Why
for
not?
that does not account for the brutal death of animals in the wild. Also, if I don't want to talk about your son because it's tragic to think about, but somebody else's son
Sure.
has suffered and died immediately as a
Sure.
result of that suffering, they don't get to develop in the same way.
I would agree that on a micro level, it's very hard to justify. And we can ask the question, why doesn't God intervene on all
So
of
look,
these
you might be able to
sufferings?
justify an amount of suffering,
Yeah.
right? But the fact that there's so much gratuitous suffering in the world is what I think makes God's existence unlikely. There are some instances where maybe a certain amount of suffering brings about a certain amount of good in a situation. But when a child dies of leukemia, and they're dead,
Could there be a purpose to it? What if the
That-
death of the child brings their parents to God,
then
to
perhaps
salvation?
then the parents should be grateful that their child got leukemia because it's doing the will
No,
of the Lord.
not
That seems
necessarily.
All right,
obscene to
pause.
me.
No.